Welcome to Travel Chat. This week, I had the pleasure of chatting with one of our travel advisors, Jill, who just returned from a fun holiday vacation at the Walt Disney World Resort. Let's hear Jill's thoughts on the holiday decorations, character experiences, and Disney's Art of Animation Resort. Hey, Jill, it's so good to chat with you. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm good. I know you just had a great week at Disney with your daughters, right? You're there with your young adult daughters.
Yes, yeah. I have three daughters, and I was there with my two oldest ones.
Awesome. Awesome. So I know you're excited to talk to me about the character cavalcades. So tell me about those. I mean, I've been seeing the videos, they look adorable, but what was it like having them just kind of pop up all over the place?
It was amazing, to be honest. The first one we happened to catch was at Animal Kingdom, and we had just ridden Expedition Everest,
Mhm.
and we had stopped for a Simba pretzel and had gone out into the seating, the kind of auditorium around the lake where you could socially distance. And all of a sudden, here comes Santa um,
Aw.
in the cavalcade. And so we watched that. We, finished our pretzel, and then we kind of made our way around the lake. And my daughters had to go to the restroom, so I said, I'm just going to stand here and see if anybody else comes out. And pretty soon, I got to see Donald and Mickey and Rafiki. So it was pretty exciting.
Aw. And I wanted to ask you about the holiday decorations because they're definitely in full swing now. And so were the characters dressed up in their holiday outfits?
Yes, yeah, full holiday attire.
Yeah.
Um, and they everything was just done so festively in all the parks. Just from the decorations on the lampposts to the characters, as they were in cavalcades, or sometimes they would pop up into, like, the princesses were in the train station at the Magic Kingdom. And everything just looked terrific. The trees
Aw.
were, every park pretty much, I think, had a Christmas tree, and um, just just lots of magical touches, just an amazing detail.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Now, how about I know you had a meal with Minnie, so tell me about your character meal.
Okay, so I was like a little kid when I got to book this meal. At 60 days out, I was there right on the spot, just like I would be for a client. But so it's mini seasonal dining, and we have done it before, but I knew this year would be a little bit different. Rather than a buffet, we were going to be served, our choice of entree. And I knew the characters wouldn't come by for the autograph, but I knew that Disney would still make it very special. And it was fabulous. You came in, they had a little decorated area with a sign that said mini seasonal dining, where you could take your photograph together with your own camera. And then you went to socially distanced tables where the characters would come around and still appropriately socially distanced, but they really took joy, you could tell, in coming to every table. Whether there were kids or just adults like us, they made it special, and they really tried to interact. I mean, especially Goofy. He's always so great about hamming everything up, and he would pose and pose and pose. And they would, even if they could tell you were taking a selfie, they would kind of stop and pop in for you. So it really, and they came around a lot, not just one time during our meal. I want to say probably at least 4 rotations. So you definitely got to see each character multiple times.
That's so cool. I didn't think about that because back in, prior to COVID, a character meal, you pretty much got your one rotation. You got your one,
Yeah,
I mean, they
yeah,
would kind of
really.
bang it out. So I didn't think about, because they're not stopping at each table, you actually get to see them
Yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah. And Mickey led a song, and you were supposed to make a hand, motion each time. I think it said "Let it snow."
Oh,
So they tried to do some really interesting, fun things, and the food was fabulous. Hands down, my best meal of the week.
really?
Prime rib. I had creme brulee for dessert. The family style salad was really good, and my daughters enjoyed their meal too. So
Was it a family style kind of, all you can eat? They just bring it to your table, or do you order something off a menu?
you ordered off the menu. There were probably 5 choices maybe, but you
Okay.
did get a family style salad and dinner rolls.
Okay, so plenty of food.
Yeah.
Disney
Oh
usually
yeah.
gives
Yeah.
you plenty of.
Yeah. And I ate my Brussels sprouts. First time in my life, I went ahead and tried them because I've never really liked them. But Disney, you did eat Brussels sprouts.
That's if anyone can make you eat Brussels sprouts, it's Disney.
Yeah, it's the magic.
Now, where did you stay while you were there?
We stayed at Art of Animation in a Little Mermaid room.
All right, so Art of Animation, you're actually the first travel advisor I've spoken to since it's reopened who stayed there.
Yeah, it just reopened the week before we.
Yeah. So how was the gondola system from Art of Animation?
We were extremely happy with it. Very pleased. Yeah, easy to get to from. We were in Building 8, so we just had to go behind our building.
Yep.
Walk down the sidewalk around the lake to the gondola station, and not a long, not a bad walk. A few minutes. Not hardly a wait usually. Now maybe we guys go at park opening, so it could have been a little busier earlier in the morning, but the system is so quick. I mean, you're just on and off, and they're really cute and a lot of fun.
Aw, that's
Like
awesome. It probably, I'm picturing that resort. It was probably a shorter walk for you to get to the gondolas than even just the buses.
Honestly, it definitely wasn't longer, and it might have been shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. We were extremely pleased.
That's great.
Yeah.
And now that Art of Animation has one of my favorite food courts. I forget what it's called. I think, is it the Landscape of Flavors? Is that the name?
I think you're right. I will be honest, we did not eat in the food court.
Really?
One morning, my daughter ran over and got cars shaped waffles for us and some sausage and bacon, but that's it. We kind of just went on our way and grabbed something once we got to the park.
Where we were going, yeah.
Yeah.
They do have a really good food court.
I do remember from previous trips. Yeah.
And I think it's one of the only food courts, or at least it used to be, that has actual like real plates and real silverware.
Okay. I don't remember from previous trip, but yeah.
Yeah, it used to be, at least for a while. I don't know, because now there's newer resorts. It's not the new kid on the block anymore, but for when it first opened, I remember they were very proud that they were the first food court at a value resort on top of it that, it had real plates, not the cute little paper plates, which I still love just because they're so cute, but it had real silverware, and you kind of felt like you're having a little more of an upscale dining experience than at a traditional food court.
I do remember being impressed with the food court the first time we stayed there.
Yeah.
Not long after it opened. We stayed in one of the suites, and I do remember thinking, wow,
yeah,
this is like pretty impressive for a value food court.
Yeah. Were you on the training I forget which one it was now. It was right after it had opened, and we were all day touring resorts, and that's where they brought us for lunch because they were so proud of the food court.
Oh no, I wasn't on there. Maybe it was right before I started.
It was probably right before you started, because I want to say it was right around like 2012.
Okay, and
I think that might have been right before you started. Yeah, they usually, Disney, they wine and dine us travel advisors for lunch. You go to really upscale restaurants, and they were like, we're going to the new Art of Animation, and we're all like, really? It was so good. I remember I had gelato.
Yeah,
I had like really, really good food.
Yeah, that I remember being excited over the cupcakes.
Really?
One time, yeah, like they were so cute.
I'm always excited about cupcakes,
Yeah, kind of hard not to like them, but
especially with Mickey's on them.
yeah.
Was the resort all decked out for the holidays as well?
It's kind of funny. I didn't notice it at the time. It wasn't decorated when we arrived, but the day we were leaving, they must have decorated the previous evening. Because that morning we had our Christmas tree in the lobby and all of the garland, and it looked really, really nice.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jill, for sharing your experience with us. It's such a pleasure to chat with you, my friend.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it. And I just wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday season.
Aww. Thank you, Jill, for sharing your holiday Disney vacation with all of us. It looks like you and your daughters had a magical time. And thank you to all of you for taking the time to check out this week's Travel Chat. We're excited to bring you information and updates as more destinations continue to welcome back travelers.